Welcome friends, I'm so glad you're here today because we're about to embark on a fun and relaxing journey together. Today we're diving into one of my favorite pastimes, fishing. Whether you've never held a fishing rod before or you're already a fan, there's something magical about spending time by the water waiting for that special moment when a fish bites. There's nothing quite like the thrill of waiting for that first tug on your line. The anticipation builds as you watch the water, feeling the gentle breeze and listening to the sounds of nature all around you. Fishing isn't just about catching fish, it's about making memories outdoors with family and friends. It's a chance to laugh, share stories, and enjoy each other's company away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It's a hobby for everyone, young or old, and it teaches patience and focus. Kids can learn from their grandparents, and friends can bond over shared adventures, making every trip unique and special. When you're fishing, the world slows down. It's just you, your rod, and the water. The peacefulness of the moment helps you relax, clear your mind, and appreciate the beauty of nature. Early mornings by the lake with the sun rising and birds singing can be some of the most beautiful moments you'll ever experience. It's a perfect way to start your day. You don't need to be an expert to enjoy it. All you need is a little curiosity and a willingness to try something new. Even beginners can learn quickly. With a few simple tips and a bit of practice, you'll be casting your line and reeling in fish before you know it. We'll cover everything from tying your first knot to choosing the right bait so you'll feel confident every step of the way. This guide will walk you through the basics, step by step. We'll break down each part so it's easy to follow, even if you've never fished before. We'll make it simple so you'll be ready to rig your pole and cast in no time. You'll learn how to set up your gear, cast your line, and what to do when you feel that exciting first bite. Don't worry about all the parts. We'll break it down and make it easy. From rods and reels to hooks and bobbers, you'll know exactly what you need and how to use it. By the end, you'll know how to set up your gear for a great day of fishing. You'll be ready to head out to your favorite spot, prepared and excited for the adventure ahead. Most importantly, remember to have fun. Fishing is about enjoying the moment, celebrating the little victories, and making memories that last a lifetime. So grab your fishing pole, gather your friends or family, and let's jump in and start our fishing adventure together. The water is waiting, and so are the memories you'll make. Let's start with your main tool, the fishing pole. Whether you're fishing at a quiet pond or a bustling riverbank, your fishing pole is your trusty companion. It's the piece of equipment you'll hold in your hands, cast with, and feel every tug and nibble through, so it's important to get familiar with its parts and how they work together. The rod is the long, slender stick that forms the backbone of your setup. Fishing rods come in a variety of lengths, from short rods for tight spaces to long rods for casting farther. They also have different flexibilities, or actions, which affect how the rod bends and responds to a fish on the line. For beginners, a medium-action rod is perfect because it offers a good balance between sensitivity and strength. This means you'll be able to feel when a fish bites, but still have enough power to reel it in without the rod snapping. Along the length of the rod, you'll notice several small rings called guides. These guides are more important than they look. They keep your fishing line in place and help it move smoothly when you cast or reel in. The guides also help distribute the pressure along the rod when you're fighting a fish, making it less likely to break. Next, let's talk about the reel. The reel is the round mechanical part that attaches to your rod. It holds your fishing line, lets you cast it out, and helps you bring in your catch. There are different types of reels, but for most beginners, one type stands out. A spinning reel is especially easy for beginners to use. It's simple to operate, less likely to tangle, and works well for a wide range of fishing situations. With a spinning reel, you'll be able to cast your line smoothly and retrieve it with minimal hassle. The reel attaches near the handle of your rod and acts as the engine of your setup. It's what gives you control over your line, allowing you to let it out or reel it in as needed. A good reel makes fishing much more enjoyable and efficient. Now let's look at the fishing line. The line is what connects all the parts of your gear, from the reel through the guides all the way to the hook. It's the invisible link between you and the fish, so choosing the right line is important. For most beginners, an 8 or 10 pound test line is a great all-around choice. The test refers to how much weight the line can handle before breaking. This strength is perfect for catching a variety of fish without being too heavy or too light. When you set up your gear, the line runs from your reel, through each of the guides on your rod, and finally down to the hook at the end. This setup helps you cast farther and keeps your line from tangling. Hooks come in many shapes and sizes, each designed for different types of fish. If you're after small fish, use a smaller hook. For bigger fish, go with a larger one. Picking the right hook increases your chances of a successful catch. Bait is what you put on the hook to attract fish. It can be as simple as a worm or as fancy as a specially designed lure. The bait's job is to tempt the fish into biting your hook. You can use live bait, like worms or minnows, which many fish find irresistible. Or you can try artificial lures, which are made to look and move like real prey. Each type of bait has its own advantages, and experimenting is part of the fun. Lures come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Some look like small fish, others like insects or even frogs. They're designed to catch the attention of fish and trigger their instinct to strike. Trying out different lures can help you discover what works best in your local waters. Both bait and lures can be effective, and sometimes fish will prefer one over the other depending on the day or the weather. Don't be afraid to switch things up and see what the fish are biting on. The more you experiment, the more you'll learn about what works. With these basics in mind, you're ready to start assembling your fishing gear. Lay out your rod, reel, line, hooks, and bait, and take a moment to get comfortable with each piece. Practice putting them together and taking them apart so you feel confident when you're out by the water. Understanding your equipment is the first step to fishing success. The more you know about your gear, the easier it will be to troubleshoot problems and make adjustments as you go. Remember, every angler started as a beginner, and learning your gear is part of the adventure. Now that you know the basics of your fishing gear, let's move on to what you'll need to get started on your first fishing trip. Now, let's make a quick checklist for your fishing trip. Start with a rod and reel combo, easy and affordable for beginners. Add a spool of 8-pound test monofilament line. You'll need a small tackle box for your hooks, sinkers, and other small items. Get a variety pack of hooks in different sizes. Pick up some split-shot sinkers to help your bait sink. Don't forget needle nose pliers for removing hooks and pinching sinkers. Bring scissors or nail clippers to cut your line. With these essentials, you're ready to rig your pole. Simple tools and the right gear make fishing much easier. Let's get your reel spooled and ready. Now that you've got your gear ready, it's time to spool your reel with fishing line. This step is crucial for a smooth fishing experience, and doing it right will help you avoid tangles and frustration later on. Whether you're a beginner or just need a refresher, let's walk through the process together, step by step. Start by attaching your reel securely to the rod. Make sure it's tight and doesn't wobble. Next, take the end of your fishing line and thread it through the very first guide at the tip of your rod. This helps keep the line straight and ready for spooling. Now open the bail on your spinning reel. The bail is the metal arm that flips up and down, and opening it allows you to tie the line directly to the spool. Tie the line to the spool using a simple knot, like an arbor knot or an overhand knot. Pull it tight so it won't slip, and then trim any extra line with scissors to keep things neat. Close the bail to secure the line in place. This step locks the line onto the spool and gets you ready to start winding. Before you start reeling, check the direction the line comes off the filler spool. It should match the direction it goes onto your reel. This simple trick helps prevent line twists and annoying tangles that can ruin your day. Hold the line between your fingers with gentle tension as you slowly turn the reel handle. This keeps the line tight and ensures it lays evenly on the spool, which is important for smooth casting and reeling later. Continue filling the spool with line, but don't overdo it. Stop when there's about 1/8 of an inch of space left at the edge of the spool. This gives the line room to move without spilling over. Overfilling the spool can cause the line to jump off and create messy tangles, which are a hassle to fix. Always leave a little space at the top. Once you've got enough line on your reel, use scissors to cut the line free from the filler spool. Be careful not to let the line slip back through the guides. Now your reel is loaded and ready for action. You've set yourself up for a much better fishing trip. Spooling your reel correctly means fewer headaches and more time enjoying the water. You'll notice smoother casts and fewer tangles, making your day much more enjoyable. With your reel ready, the next step is tying on your hook. Let's get started. With your line ready, it's time to tie on a hook. The improved clinch knot is strong and simple, perfect for beginners. Thread the line through the hook's eye, leaving about 6 inches. Wrap the tag end around the main line 5 or 6 times. Pass the tag end through the small loop near the hook's eye. Then, pass it through the larger loop you just created. Wet the knot with a little water or saliva. Pull the main line to tighten the coils against the hook. Trim the extra tag end. Practice makes perfect, so don't worry if it takes a few tries. A good knot keeps your hook secure and your fish on the line. Now you're ready to add bait or a lure. Let's get your hook ready for action. Now for the fun part, baiting your hook. For worms, thread the hook through the worm a few times, leaving the tail to wiggle and attract fish. Make sure the hook's point is exposed for a solid hook set. If you're using a lure, tie it on with the same clinch knot. Lures like spinners or crankbaits have an eyelet for easy attachment. For soft plastic lures, thread them onto the hook like a worm. This is called a Texas rig. Bait or lure, make sure everything is secure. The right presentation makes fish more likely to bite. Try different baits and lures to see what works best. Now your rig is ready for the water. Let's talk about staying safe while you fish. Before you cast, let's cover a few safety tips. Always be careful with sharp hooks. Look around before casting. Secure your hook to the rod when walking to avoid accidents. Use pliers to remove hooks from fish safely. Protect yourself from the sun with a hat, sunglasses, and sunscreen. Sunglasses also shield your eyes from stray hooks. Stay comfortable and hydrated for a better fishing experience. Remember, fishing is about enjoying nature, not just catching fish. Don't get discouraged if you don't catch something right away. Practice your skills and have fun outdoors. Be safe, make memories, and enjoy every moment. Good luck and tight lines.